guys, Adam Fenig here with Fenig Equipment. You're tuned into the Talking Shed. Today we're going to talk about BBI spreader options, specifically the Liberty lineup. And this one right here is a Liberty that is self-contained, which means the hydraulics are supplied from the actual spreader itself, not the tractor. This PTO runs this hydraulic pump and gets its hydraulic oil from this reservoir to run everything on this. What's really awesome about the self-contained system is you don't need a tractor with high hydraulic outputs. You can run this spreader with almost any tractor out there on the market. So this is a self-contained option, and we're going to talk about this spreader, and then at the end we'll talk about some other options for spreaders. So this one has got a rate controller on it. And what that does is you've got this ISO plug right here. If you come over here and look, this is an ISO plug that plugs into the back of your tractor, and then you'll get a rate controller, a BBI specific rate controller that shows up on your 2630 or your Pro 700 or your Gen 4 Deere that can control your rate. It'll show you your spinner speed, and it allows you to calibrate this thing. So this is the self-contained. And this is painted. A lot of guys say, well, I want a stainless steel one. This is stainless steel. This is 409 stainless. The shiny spreaders that BBI offers is a 304 stainless, sorry. And so that is a non-painted stainless. This is the 409 painted. So they are all stainless beds on this unit. The Liberties come in a 10-foot bed. That equals roughly 10 ton of product, depending on the style of hopper. And so 10 foot long, and there's several tire options. Here at Fenig Equipment, we stock either these, which are the R3 tires. They're fairly knobby. They're actually a 16.5/16, or we stock the 500s, which is a little bit of a wider tire. We stock those on the 304 shiny stainless spreaders. This one, if you look at the undercarriage, it's got a 10-ton walking beam underneath it. So they are also available in a torsion axle. So there's a few options to be had there. So we come to the back, and you'll see something right here. This is what we call our tandem gear case. Okay, and I know this is a lot to take in, but this is how we spec out the spreaders, and we'll talk about why. This tandem gear case allows for more torque, and because this is a Liberty, that means it's got a 20-inch chain, which means it's capable of doing lime and fertilizer. But you're going to need this tandem gear case to do lime. That's what gets you the torque to be able to spin this bed chain when you've got a full load of lime on top of it. So we've got the tandem gear case, and this is the sensor that's tied into the rate controller to read the revolutions of your bed chain. Back here, of course, this is the spinner system. This dish and fins are stainless, and if you look right up in here, come real close up into here, that is our spinner speed sensor right there. So whenever you're in the cab with your rate controller, it'll show your spinner speed, and that's where it's getting it from right there. So this is a common Liberty that will stock a 20-inch chain, so it can do fertilizer at 80 feet and it can do lime at 60. So that's pretty common on how we would spec one out. And describing the BBIs, if you look, you can adjust your gate height right here with this handle to get your desired gate height, to get your correct rate out for calibration and everything. So that's a walk around on the spreaders. Now we're going to go back up front and talk about some different options on the BBIs.